Alright, friends and neighbors, hello, how are you? How is everybody doing? Welcome back. Jedi Phoenix here with you again. Hope everyone's doing alright and keeping warm this winter. So, as I said in my previous video, I have started a lightsaber collection, and I wanted to show a couple of those for you today. These are from Ultrasabers, and I know that some of you out there watching this might not be crazy about the company. I know they have a little bit of a checkered reputation at the moment as far as some of their manufacturing. I know some people think that their electronics are a little out of date, and I will admit, as I'm getting a little deeper into this hobby, seeing other companies that are out there, I will admit Ultrasabers does seem to be a little behind the times, but you know, I like the company. I've had good service with them. I have yet to have a bad customer experience. Anytime I have to contact them with a question, they get back to me fairly quickly. So, you know, what can I say? I like what I like, and you know, as far as I'm concerned with this hobby, you basically do you, and you know, don't worry about what the other person is doing. And if you like a shop there, and if somebody shops where you're not crazy about, don't worry about it. You know, this is a community. It's supposed to be fun. You know, I don't want to sound like Rodney King. Let's everybody get along. But basically, yeah, that's about it. You know, let's just all, instead of criticizing where we're shopping, I'm seeing a little bit of that around YouTube. I'm not crazy about it. You know, let's just enjoy the hobby. You know what I mean? But anyway, getting to the matter at hand. This was one of them that I purchased for myself. This is the Fallen, and this is inspired by from Jedi Fallen Order, Cal Kestis lightsaber. And I say inspired by because, as you can probably see, it isn't an exact replica of the one in the game, but that's never really bothered me. I love the hilt design. Showing you a little about the hand grip. For those of you who might not know, some of you probably do know about this. A little bit of a texture grip there. It's not rough on the hand either. You know, I mean, you feel it, but it's not, you know, scraping your hand there. It's actually a good grip. This measures about 16 inches long from the tip of the emitter to the pommel. And even though it is long, it's not terribly heavy as far as swinging it around. One thing I will say about the length of this, it's not easy swinging it around like that Obi-Annie twirl that a lot of people like to do. The saber is a little bit long for that, but that's fine for me anyway, because the way I usually end up swinging a saber, I grew up in the 80s, so I'm used to, you know, Conan the Barbarian, He-Man, Highlander, those kind of swings, like actual broadsword swinging. And the beauty about this is it's not heavy as far as handling, but when you do get to swinging, which I'm not going to do in here because I don't want to wreck the room, but it has enough weight in the saber that as you start swinging, the momentum carries it, you know? So it doesn't make it a little easier for that. But, as I said, it isn't cumbersome heavy. You know, I mean, you feel the weight, but it's a good weight, if there is such a thing. I'll turn this one on for you so you can see the blade. And I have the sound off for the moment, just so I can, you know, tell a little bit more about it. I will show the sounds off, though, for those of you who aren't familiar with Ultrasabers. Just to get a good look there. I ended up getting a combat emitter for this. They have the regular version without the black bars, but I kind of like the look of the combat emitter. So, but I do like it very, very much. There's a little box here which actually makes a pretty decent way for you to hang on to that. So, very much a fan of this one. Very much a fan. But let me show you the sounds, for those of you who aren't familiar with it. That was the mute selection. So, okay.
Confirm.
Alright, so that's the mute. Alright, that's the default. So I'll turn that one on and show you.
Confirmed.
See what I mean? I don't want to swing, bust the room up. That's the blade lock. Let me show you some of the other sounds. That's Black Star.
Confirmed.
Each sound font has its own unique characteristic. That one's called Sith.
Confirmed.
Each font gives its own characteristic. That's the beauty of it. A little bit of an echo there, that's kind of cool.
Confirmed.
Oh. Hang on. You think I know how to do this by now, right?
Ancient Saber.
Alright, Ancient Saber.
Confirmed.
Very funky power-up sound. That is a nice one. I kind of like that one. That takes a while. All right.
Ancient Saber.
Episode 1.
Confirmed.
And there's 2 more, I think.
Episode 1. Episode 2.
That's episode 2.
Confirmed.
Now, if I get real ambitious, I'll hook this up to the plugin that Ultrasabers has, the Obsidian driver, and mess around with the fonts. Maybe get a few other ones on here. But as I said, I'm just starting out with this, so I got a little ways to go before I learn. And I do plan on ordering from other companies as well. I got a couple from Rebel Sabers that I had my eye on. Saber Trio, they're going to open up for a little bit in March. One day in late March, they're going to open up their store again. I got a few of them there that I'm looking at. Saber Forge is another one I've got my eye on. Crimson Dawn, Electrum, Sabercraft, and so on and so on. But going on with this.
Episode 2. Episode 6.
Yeah, that's the last font.
Confirmed.
And I know that Ultrasabers may not have the smooth swing. That's not a big hang-up for me, though. I know it is nice. I know a lot of people like it. But, you know, it lights up, makes a sound. I'm not terribly picky, you know? back to the mute.
Confirm.
And I'll leave it on that for now. So that is the Fallen. I have one other one I wanted to show you. This one is the Princess. So this one, if it looks a little familiar, this was inspired by Leia's lightsaber from Rise of Skywalker. And again, it's not a 100% accurate model, but again, I'm not too picky on that. This one, however, I only have on display. I do not use this one. I have not used this in a duel. I take it down and wave it around, swing it around every now and then. But for my own reasons, this is just a display piece. And that's why I have the short initiate blade on there. But this color is purple. So I felt purple and gold, good royal colors, And this one, I will say one thing about hanging on to this. The hand grip here has these ridges. I don't know how well that shows up in the camera. But they can be a little bit rough on the hand. If you're ever looking at purchasing this one from Ultrasabers, I feel it's it can be rough. I mean, it's not like it's going to cut into you, but you might want to consider gloves, especially if you're dueling, hanging on to this. If you're swinging it around a lot, you don't want to cut into your hands or anything like that. But if you're looking for a showpiece, this is a beauty, I think. So, I know other companies have their own version. I do like this one. So, that is the Princess. So, these are just the two I want to show for now. I do have others I will show in a later video. But, until then, hope everybody has a good day or a good evening, depending on when you're watching this. Be good, be safe, be well, and be happy.